Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We are continuing on this war that we are not making much progress in, but we've been ambushed. Well, our city, our capital city, has been ambushed as one of the other Godir has sailed an army up the coast, possibly through the underground. I think this is the only way this could have happened. And they have managed to just land just outside my city here. They haven't started sieging it yet, but they are about to. We ended on an intern. Let's start on an intern. You don't believe my cat Cindy exists? She shows up sometimes. Cindy is here occasionally. Mona shows up pretty much every stream. But Cindy is a much, much rarer breed. But she's got her cute little mustache. And every now and then we get lucky. So what are our goals here today? I definitely need to beat this army, and then I'm kind of hoping that will provide some of the others with the incentive to make their way down. I might actually try to set some bounties. Faragos is being attacked. That's probably by my ally down here. So if he takes that, I could probably set a bounty for Segelgrad that he would take. And then Arakta is, I mean, I think the city is burning down right now, as is that outpost. I could tell her to go for Krefin, but I don't think I'm going to have much luck with it. Well, under siege, our domain has been invaded. We've produced a Lord's Manor up in Dawn's Watch, which is nice. None of this stuff is boosted. I mean, I guess the armory is. And you are a single Zephyr archer to join in with an army over here. Aha! So this is what I was worried about was happening. 1,500. Level 11 with a swamp troll. And a high-ranking Zephyr archer. 1,200, 1,000, and a couple of lobies. I think I need to regroup. I could take that, but I'm pretty sure she dies if I do. So I'm going to regroup. 2,200 in this battle. All right, these armies are actually pretty weak. Yeah. Oh. And he can't reach me with everybody. You're gonna have to stay in town. We are recruiting more people here. Yes, a storm giant. Jason Permata conduit. Counts as a conduit. Counts as a conduit. You're a research post. Any other spots here for conduits? No, so I could switch that over to a conduit, and I could probably build like a channeling tower, a spell jammer, and a resonance field. I like how it says I could build this, but I actually can't. Not while under siege. Noted. We'll start casting Astral Blood. Arguably casting a few Lightning Torrents would be the thing to do right now, but I'm gonna be greedy. Bug him for a kitty appearance. He might hunt one down for us. Gotta see that mustache. I mean, she definitely shows up. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some clips of her as well, but it's all about seeing the cats. We'll throw this entire stream completely off the rails if the cats come in. Don't worry. Here's the thing is I can't go find them and bring them in because A, picking them up is very difficult, but B, bringing them to another room after they've been picked up is basically impossible. Oh, Belsarius. This is my most famous character. He is a dwarf with a gun. And he shoots people with it. And it's very, very effective. All right, let's get the gang in here. Risky battle 22. Tower bombardment. Oh, he's doing a headlong assault. He's also doing harass defenders. But the headlong assault means he's got exhausted. I only have ballista towers and palisade walls here, which is a bit of a bummer. I really didn't think there was any chance of this place being attacked. Amplified arrows gives us chain lightning arrows. You've got an armory built and a geomancer. Guess let's grab an academy. Start moving you down. All right, these guys are in decent shape. 3,600, 1,000, 1,000. This is not going to be an easy fight. I have a lot of mana, though. All right, look, dudes, there's no way to do this, but to do it. So let's take this slightly easier squadron. And get right in there. Sounds like a skill issue. Oh, cool. I don't know if I've ever fought on a bridge before. Actually, I think maybe one time I had, and I had the exact same reaction. This is awesome. This means if they go through any of this water, they're also going to get slowed. And I can have an infinite retaliation character. Right here. With still a stone. And I can put a sworn bond on him. And a tonic. This side looks slightly less dangerous. Well, the Zephyr Archer here will definitely be useful. So let's move you up. This is all my elementals over here. He's on 1, 2, 3. He's got that spider. I tell you what, I'm actually going to put you here and put that wind barrier there. Just give those guys all the protection that I can. There's more ranged characters over here and support characters. Trying to debate where to put this knight. I think this side is probably the better choice. You've got a wizard who is just short on range. Unless I quick phase. I have to quick phase to there if I want to cast that. At which point I'm going to get spidered. Bit worried about that frozen web. You know what? I could go here and here. Let's do this. Oh yeah, that's way better. And I don't know, you guys got a lot of chargers over there. I think I'll take this other knight and I'll also head down this way. Sworn bond, sworn bond. You might as well cast sworn bond on him. Ideally, like, these guys shouldn't be taking damage because they're in the back. So instead they just get a strengthened every turn. Huge shield wall, massive bolsters. Ow, that was a big fire. I get pinned down here, but that's actually fine for me. My knight gets immobilized. A couple of you guys get immobilized. I'm going to win if they decide to hold the other side of the river, because I have way more chain lightning than they do. Yeesh. I am getting hit with some nasty AoEs, though. All right, the obvious choice here is Thunderstorm. So that removes burning from all of my units. That makes all of their units get negative resistance. We can hit a 5-person chain lightning here. Massive damage. And then I can hit them with a 3-person chain lightning. Who's top priority? You're weak to lightning, so I guess let's hit you. Also gives them some nice sunders. I think I'm going to just hold all these guys on guard. You can immobilize everyone here with a heavy quake. Hold on. Drop the Zephyr arrow. You've got a quick snapshot. And then you've got some really nice cascades here. You could take at 75%. Okay. I could shocking phase across, but that puts this Storm Spirit in a real, like, gonna get killed position. How much does this do? Not very much. All right, that's a no-brainer. And I guess this is also a no-brainer. I feel like you should heal him. That's their lord, so let's just do that. He's now dead. They can't cast spells. Gives us a pretty big advantage. You're going to come in. You're not. I could move you, immobilize them, and then quake. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good idea. So a bunch of them are stuck. You're stuck. You're not. But I just don't know what your value is yet. I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a shocking phase here. And then a shocking phase here. I know that's going to hit my my stone guy. He's threatening him, so charge blocked by terrain. Let's hit him. Turn it back round. You're weak to lightning. You are a wild speaker. Let's see if we can go for you. And I guess let's just ping you. That guy is perfect where he is. You guys down here are going to shield wall, shield wall, shield wall, shield wall. And then we keep rolling. My God. Haven't spited anyone in a long time. I see a Toad army. Have you seen the cartoon Bucky O'Hare in the Toad Wars? I loved Bucky O'Hare. I had a bunch of Bucky O'Hare action figures when I was growing up. And it was really weird because I felt like I was the only kid who knew what Bucky O'Hare was. So people would see those toys and they'd be like, these aren't cool. These aren't Ninja Turtles. And I'd be like, yeah, but it's Bucky O'Hare. And people would just think I was a loser. But I loved them. Mona is overload, unchecked power incarnate. Mona is the boss of the house. That generally is what is agreed upon. She's also the bully of the house, though, so these guys are all stuck in those electrical clouds, which is really nice. I wish I had some of those Wind Ragers over there to provide me some defense. Ow. These storm spirits are fragile little babies. Yeah, they definitely don't have the chonkiness of these Liege Guards. That's for darn tootin'. I thought you had infinite retaliations. Don't you? Oh, no, the other guy has the infinite retaliations, I guess. This guy's got the regenerative retaliations. No, man, I'm pretty sure he has it as well. Losing my mind. All right. Who wants to shoot who? Let's start with this because it's a cascade attack. Kills 2 of them. Kill 3 of them. Then these guys all get to move up. Get hit with that war banner. Get those nice buffs going. All right, you've got the devouring spell. You're frozen. That's no good to me. Give him a tippy tap. You kind of need to heal some people, but it kind of feels also like that's out of the question right now. So you're just going to zap him. You're going to give him a zap. That should let me kill him with Devouring Spell. It does. Resets my cooldowns. You're going to go here and get a flank on him. If I give you Sprint, Night Aspirant. This guy's a champion. I don't want him to die. $21 damage. I think just beat these guys up. Do you have slippery? No. And you're going to be threatened by both of those goons. All right, you could kill those spiders at least. I can move you in a position where you're not taking all of the damage from him. Pretty sure if I move this guy at all, he dies. So he's probably dead no matter what I do. Get the charge strike in here. All right, I'm gonna go with that. Gonna get flanked by that spearman, which is gonna be really nasty, but do I want to fulminate these guys or these guys? So here's the thing is, like, all of the morale over here is really, really bad. Like, you're about to break, you're about to break, you're about to break, you're about to break. These two are okay. Hi, Mona. So if I hit him with something like a fulminate, it could work. Like, it might break them. And if they break, these guys around them might break. I'm kind of trying to avoid just attacking those spears. If I can kill them on morale, then I don't have to eat all those retaliation attacks, which are going to be really dirty. We're saying Mona's a bully. She's a cat and therefore awesome and can do no wrong, even if there are some demon cats out there. Well, the problem is that when her sister is sleeping, Mona likes to come along and smack her in the face for no good reason other than Mona is awake and Cindy is not. So Mona has a habit of bullying Cindy while she's taking a nice nap. And she's okay with it. What is up there? You keep looking up there when I pick you up lately. Is there a secret up there? Are there spider webs? Maybe? Is my ceiling dusty? You want me to put you up there so you can look? You want me to go closer? We're gonna investigate something. Want to investigate? Is it up here? Just curious? You want to just look around? Want to be tall? I told you we'd go totally off the schedule. Oh, Mono, I don't know what the chair is doing. Hold on. Want to see chat? Who's in there? Who's in there? You don't know? That's chat. That's where chat lives. Alright, you can go down. Curious little kitty cat. Good girl, Mona. There's your Mona time. There's your Mona interruption. Yes, human, carry me around. Back, hello. Say bully 3 times in the mirror and I appear with a pizza. But do you eat that pizza then in front of us? I'm a bit worried about the damage over here too, but all right, let's deal with this. I've made up my mind. Didn't work. Do I want to send you in here? Probably not. I'm holding line. Ooh. That afflictor? Must be. Ow. That guy has fire revoked me twice now for huge damage. He also has hindering blizzard. I do not like him, Sam. I am. You're going there. That's as expected. This guy happened to stab my Wind Rager a bunch. Oh, that sucks. Steadfast. Oh my god, I forgot that everything is Keeper's Mark. Keeper's Mark hacks. Just spider webs. I mean, I actually don't know what's up there. I shockingly do not have spider webs up there. If you could shoot someone, where would you shoot them from? What is this debuff? Is there secret stuff under this bridge that I can't see? Snapshot. Critical skirmisher. Second shot. Kill them. That guy's broken. That guy's broken. That guy's broken. That guy's broken. These guys are all broken except for the hero. Mamma mia, here we go again. There's a 5-chain electricity shot, followed up by a 3-chain electricity shot with the old Thunder Resisto on it. Let's cast that on you. And then cast that on you. Oh, you guys are bleeding and on fire, which is not looking so nice. Smack him. And then try to smack him again and not be able to do it. So smack this guy instead. Everybody's so slowed. You have a 5% miss. I have heavy quake. If I cast that here, will I hit anybody? No. Go and kill him. You kill him. Yes. I'm going to take damage if I don't let them flee. And it's probably going to start killing characters. Wretch the War Mage manages to get out of here, which is a bit of a pain. As is that Legendary Afflictor. As is that Wild Speaker. Alright, all of these guys are going to get killed if they go back in. 2,000 versus 1,000. But we could just probably fall back. Give ourselves the moment to heal. If I attack with these guys, will those exhausted effects come into play? That's actually a great question. You become a vassal. Decline. Nice try, though. A for effort. I'm going to hurry that Storm Giant recruitment, which is going to definitely push that in my favor. I'm probably going to hire another Storm Giant in here, though I guess a Geomancer is something I should also grab. Yeah. Yeah. Crash Defender's Headlong Assault, Tower Bombardment, Flame Herald's Consecration. All burning ground becomes cleansing flame. Wow, you think he would have used the burned battlements if that was the case. Legendary Gremlins. These guys are a pain. I don't get my ballista towers, I guess, if I sally forth. just trying to look at these squads and think about what I have here. I only have palisade walls and ballista towers, which is not very good. His team is mostly mobile. These pyromancers with champion flame strike are kind of trouble. Misfortune, 120% chance of burning and a 1 hex AoE. They're going to do big damage to my formations. I mean, I'm going to try the auto combat, but I think we fight in this. Those aren't the worst losses, but I think they can do better. Think we can do better. I have a question. I got a quest from the elementals to repair an artifact. I crafted said artifact in my forge, but nothing happened. Any idea what to do to complete it? Did you modify the artifact at all? Like, because normally you can go into the blueprints and that artifact will be specifically there. And the moment you make it, they should message you and say, hey, give us that artifact. And then you could say either I keep the artifact or I give the artifact. No. Have you wait a turn? Oh my god. Oh, those dragoons. Oh, all my towers are so weakened. Yeah, this is not ideal. Damn, dudes. These legendary gremlins are nasty. They do so much damage. Why am I stunned? You threw a rock at me and stunned me. You son of a gun. You stinking doity rat. Well, they're gonna get in through there. Lightning strikes out of range. All right. You guys gotta go there. You're going there. You pretty much have to go there. Hit you with the swarm bond. But other than that, I don't want too many of these characters on top of each other. It's nice that I can charge in. I should have put him there so this guy could have gone on the flank. You're mostly gremlins, so I think I'm just going to send my knights over this way. You can't reach anybody on a charge. These guys having this range reduction is really been slaying my build. Like, they've been a very, very, very tough matchup because of the range reduction ability. I also just really set myself up here to get nuked. To get double nuked. Well, you live and you learn, I guess. Stay here, and that cannon can't hit me. I need more fast moving troops. I'll put you over here. I'm really not sure what to do with this liege guard, other than probably give him a sworn bond. Gonna block, you're gonna block, you're gonna block. You're gonna block. Oh, I could have used my distributed tonic and gotten rid of that stun. I tell you what, we're gonna actually go bolstered resistance here because I'm for sure gonna get AoE'd. Okay, he goes with an inspiring chant. I get lucky on those double tap on the fires. They just decide to light this area on fire. But they're gonna buff the heck out of their guys. Sharpened shield. You guys are backwards and getting hit. Okay, we got to get rid of that mage lock. Dragoon. Yeah. Smack. Not great. I'm going to Zephyr Shot to where? This gremlin? Because it should trigger both of them. Let's put a tonic on him to get rid of the stun. And then I'm also going to heal him. He got regeneration, which was really nice. Kill him. That retaliation from this guy is an insane amount of damage. Sharpened conjure weapon. 20% damage, 90% sunder defense. I can jump over the wall with him. I think we'll chain lightning with you. You're just an archer. Geoblight, disease, poison, electrified. Get rid of a lot of their regeneration. You've got this ballista shot. I guess let's go for the support heroes. We'll go for this guy so we can hit the champion. Yeah. You do some big damage with that hurl chain lightning. Problem is that I want to hit that giant king. Man, this knight is going to get killed over here. There's no doubt. I have to call thunderstorms. I should have done this at the beginning of my turn, and I stupidly did not. It's going to get rid of all the burning as well, which is kind of nice. I think this side holds without extra melee. So I feel like my liege guard has to come over here. Yeah. If I lose this fight, I just realized if I lose this fight, I'm dead. Because this is my capital and my hero. Huh. You're going to have to charge him straight on because what I need to do is block his movement so that he can't get to that archer. Boy. That's the Dragoon there. You know what? Let's hurl chain lightning at them. That was great. Killed the gremlin, killed the Dragoon, almost killed that guy, exploded and almost killed him as well. I couldn't have asked for that to have gone much better. I think I should probably leap onto this mage lock. Yeah, you'd have enough to keep going. Sort of what this guy does best. I'm going to shield wobble you. Try to just keep you alive for another round. I guess all my ballista towers are blown up. He hits me with the Curse of Misfortune. Throws another rock at me and stuns me again. Also a ton of debuffs there. You're going to turn those guys around as expected, which means I'm going to get wailed on really bad. I'm marked again. All these misfortune buffs is going to make things really difficult. You got turned around, so you got blasted. But you have Sworn Bond. You're also now stunned as well. Okay. Smack. You're getting pole armed, which is not so good for a giant. Marked and Sundered Resistance. Or I could hit these guys with the Fulminate. Do you have a tonic? You don't. Oh, this guy being stunned is so aggravating. %30 chance of fumble. 20% chance of crit. All right, let's start down here. You can't do much to him. You could kill him. You can't. So let's get rid of that. And then at least this way I can come in and start going for these other dweebs. You're both on double cooldown. You're on single turn cooldown. So I think what I'll do is I'll put the giant in here. Try to start wiping out them. I'd love to not be on fire anymore, but I'm not sure that's an option. So many grazes. The electrified might kill them. Okay, okay. Sundered Resistance. That's not going to do much against a bunch of melee dudes. Okay, kill him. The gremlin moves. This guy only lasts one more turn, so I just have to outweight him. You're 45, 28, 5. We'll have you wipe out that gremlin. This seems like the only choice here. At least sunder his defense. The retaliation from you is really dirt nasty. So I'm going to put a leash guard up to just work on him. Deal damage in a 3 hex line. Yeah, that's not worth doing. I could move forward and just hit the shield wall. This guy's at least got regen, right? So... all these gremlins over here. Here's the thing. If I move this defender, then just gets in on everybody. But I think I have to do that. That's off cooldown. And I do reflect any damage he takes. You're good to fight gremlins because you only get 1 attack in anyway. Yeah, I don't have a lot of spells. We've just unlocked the Tome of Amplification, which is kind of what I need to start actually getting... like, that's going to be where my Chain Lightning spell comes from. Right now, we just have Fulminate as a damage spell. All right, that was good. He didn't... all that kind of moved onto these Liege Lords, guys. Steadfast. The critical hits there. Giant is holding on by the skin of his teeth. And this knight is busying the entire flank pretty much. Okay. Oh man, I didn't realize this ballista had such good range. Hell yeah. He's got a kill there if he wants it. But it will kill him. Oh, amazing. Huge chain lightning there. Which I got a feeling if I move up here. No, that is on cooldown. God damn. So everything is out of range on me. You probably need to cancel that sworn bond. Because you're going to die if you get hit one more time. This guy is stunned again. You I can shut down. Maybe I don't need to run you back, because if I move you up... these guys are starting to break over here. Pick up that double kill. You're routed. That's great news. still going to kill you. You have a 15% shot of killing that. Swing and a miss. Oh, this takes all my energy. Okay. That's dead. You can run. You can get on this guy. I don't know why I let myself just tank that retaliation attack. That was probably the stupidest thing I could have done, but... You're fleeing, you're fleeing, you're fleeing. It's only the Lord left, that means. We're going to conjure an animated sword, which can't actually reach him. Bring in an archer, shoot him in the flank. This giant can move back and just chill. It looks like we're fine here. He burns to death. Never mind. That's really unfortunate. Rock. Flee, flee, flee. That guy dies. Nice. Charge him. Double kill here. Trying to make sure that all their army is dead. And just splat him with the Zephyr Archer. Woohoo! Nail biter in the beginning. Yeah. Yeah, I did lose the Storm Giant and I lost one Liege Guard. But considering what we took out, that is a very small price to pay. He has an Overseer, a Warlock, and a bunch of Mage Locks. Who is the guy to fight for this? Hero's Charge inflicts taunted. Yeah, you're not meant to have what you currently have. Gives you taunted. That's going to do physical damage. Honestly, I kind of am tempted to take bolstering evasion here. Adaptive vigor is not a terrible choice, but no, you know what? Let's do it. I'm going to take bolstering evasion on you because you're meant to have a charge weapon, and you will eventually. Nice, nice. I was hoping the steadfast would push us through there. I'm very glad it did. Hell yeah. Okay. What am I doing? Can I capture that world tree? I will absolutely be building stone walls here. That's going to be priority target number 1. You need Liege Guards and Storm Giants. What am I doing in terms of all this land? He's kind of moved in here. I talked about doing a conduit section right here. I think that's still not a terrible idea. Y'all are healing, y'all are healing, y'all are healing. You've been yeeted back to the void. Those invasion armies are gone. Okay. Well, despite having an extremely strong economy, we are definitely having some brutal fights. I'm going to have to build a different type of army to deal with the rats. Because range units simply won't work. Honestly, the elementals might be the right choice. Just a ton of elementals against these guys. Here's some weird hodgepodge of an army. He's mostly Materium. He's weak to lightning, which is really fantastic. So I guess things like the chain lightning are still really good. Oh, rat pike. Ah, and he stole Pilgrim's Passage as well. This is interesting. I was wondering whether or not someone would start claiming these islands. There was that city ruin up here I was thinking about taking, but... You are a geomancer for this army. What happens when you hit Champion Geo Surge? How does that work? I think it's probably just increased chance of disease or poison or whatever the effects are. It'd be nice if it was like 2 hex radius, but... Here we go. Does an additional 10 damage. Okay, that's pretty good. Sizzled rat for dinner. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I guess swapping out the Evoker is the clear choice here. We 3v1 that. Let these dweebs heal back up. That's fine. Try to get that elemental kill. ASAP. So you also need a geomancer who is coming out right now. Would a Tower of True Sight be a smart idea here? All defending units have rally and resurgent strength. Archer battlements, arcane battlements. +1 range, 40% accuracy, sundered resistance. Yeah, we better get some like defenses here. I'm gonna rush this geomancer. I didn't actually realize I already had one in this army. And we'll swap this Zephyr out for you. Slightly better army. The Bannerman here is the only thing that, like, I just don't really have a good support character. I could probably replace things like the Liege Guard with Storm Giants, but... You're going to come hang out with them. Your army is weird, though. It's not necessarily a good army. Up north, I'd say we'll grab a mint for right now, just for some extra cash. Tremlo's gotten himself another level. All magic attacks get electrified. I already kind of have that. Ignore status resistances. Gain extra range. %20 cheaper. That would give you 60% unit upkeep, which is kind of good. But I don't really feel like we're having a unit upkeep problem right now. I think let's just go with resistance here and start attacking some stuff. Oh, and the Sparky Shiny Rock is ready. So we go from 2418 to 3624. This thing now also does disease, sundered resistance. Got the cascading rune on it as well. That should be a nice big rock. Did I make it a bone obelisk? Oh, that's such a mistake. I meant to make it a regular obelisk because it looks way better, but I guess she doesn't really... whatever. We get critical hit chance now whenever we cast spells. So I have to remember to cast spells at the beginning of rounds. And our mages are going to get +1 range on all their attacks, which is huge. We've unlocked province improvement effects and a bonus gold. Cities gain extra mana for stuff in their domain. We'll get that one pretty soon. I guess I could start getting teleporters. It's probably not a bad idea. Who needs gear and what do you need? You need a helmet, you need a ring. We need wands. That's it. That's it. Didn't we get a cool wand ability? Rune of Creation Storm. But we also have Hindering Blizzard wands, which are very powerful. But this is dirt cheap. What's the right look for it? I guess probably this guy. You're made of bones. You're made of twigs. You're made of fire. You look like you're made of an Eldritch tentacle. You kind of look like you're made of like a crystal pillar. Wand of summoning. We'll just call it the crystal wand. These are also really cheap, so I can put those on literally every character. Wait, I'm sorry. Did they build instantly? I didn't know you could do that. I had no idea you could do that. So everyone is going to get Conjure Crystal Pillar. Army Trainer, Army Recoup, True Sight and Casting Points. Demolisher. I don't think you need this. I'd rather give that to someone who's not a Liege Lord. Like, I guess you. I'm missing a ton of wands as well. Ton of wands, ton of rings. I could build windshield rings. And they would build in a single turn. It's only if I add a third thing. 3 points. I'm allowed to build. So could I like windshield and ooh, flanker would be really good on some of them. Sorry, 2 points. Yeah, I want some windshield rings. Could be useful. Especially if they don't really cost me anything to do. Ring of arrow warding? Yeah, sure. We'll make a couple of these bad boys. For the mages. And the archers. And then one of you is a defender, one of you is a hero. Really should have done these all up way ages ago. So a flanker ring would be good on one character. Then I guess the other one is just about like, can you hold your ground? I mean, windshield's not bad for that. But maybe status resistance is the better choice. So you are, sorry, you're the charger. So ring of flanking on you. Stalwart ring on you. So everybody's got a ring. We're missing a hat, 2 hats on the charger and my support mage. Starblades takes time. Let's go accuracy and status resistance. And then on the charger guy, I'll just go like defense resistance. I know we're also missing boots on everybody, but it's because the boots won't be lasting very long. I guess we could make boots in the meantime. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could just make some like generic defense boots. We can call them pants. They will give us 10 HP or 1 resistance and 1 defense. Pants. 1. No. No. 2. 3. 4. Pants for everybody. Everybody's got some pants. We're all pantsed up now. What's the giant queen wearing? Enchanted pants. All right, that was 15 things we just made. This guy broke our wizard's bond. Good to know. Seagullgrad has declared war on me. That's also good to know. I think I'm going to put a bounty out for Seagullgrad. I can't. I can put a bounty out for Creffin. Why would you take a bounty for Creffin and not for Seagullgrad or Fargosk? That doesn't make any sense. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So, kill this guy with the elementals. Move 5 armies over to safe ward. See if we can finally put a dent in him. Makes physical ranged attacks of enchanted units. So, Our Zephyr archers are going to get mini chain lightning. That's pretty good. Teleporter time as well. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. We should probably put a teleporter like right here. Probably place something up there as well. Yeah, let's start getting teleporters in all over the place. So you're going to be my conduit province. Let's make this a teleporter then. Got a handful of cores. Yeah, well, I can make that one a teleporter. These guys are going to expand right here, and then I'm going to stick a teleporter in right there. And you guys have a mint coming in. After that, we'll put a teleporter in. Hop, hop, hop. Here? Here? I'm actually going to do there. Not quite as close, but it's a bit more... It's a bit better located for me, I think. Ultimately, like, the beacons of victory are going to go right here for the win condition. Yeah, we have a perfect spot for them. And with the Watcher's Glacier, we get insane vision all around, so... Need 5 armies for safeguard is pretty safe. We should have it. I think so. Yeah. And Ames, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Here's amplified arrows. I don't really want these. Let's shuffle. I do want you, and I very much want Summon Elemental. So Frenzy Focus, giving us Strengthen every time our mages attack, and they get +1 range on their base attacks. Our frogs are really starting to crackle with electricity here now. All right, you're there, you're there. You're here. You're going to go here and nap. You're waiting on that storm giant, I guess. I don't want to rush it. I'm wondering, like, should I maybe just get rid of this archer and take this champion of Ochre? If it doesn't matter whose army this is in, she can kind of use anybody's army. So let's bring her down and add her in. You've got the Grand Estate here, which also means I can now start making Geomancers at Slag Falls. Which would be good. Otto has returned. All sorts of stuff going on down there. We got to cast Amplified Arrows. When do we get to dine on those frog legs? Well, no, we're trying to dine on rat legs. We're trying to protect the frog legs. Well, I mean, protect? I guess that's not really true. We're trying to get rid of the frog legs and put them back into the sea. Turn them into little electric eels. While stimulating tingly, I have a feeling the scrawny mages will not fill well. Rat, not as good as frog. I mean, I honestly can't say that I've eaten either. To the best of my knowledge. It's not to say that I haven't. Yeah, you keep getting a lot of guys over here. I kind of wonder if I shouldn't make a line for Reghash first. He's got this capital down here, which is beautiful, by the way. Great little dungeon. All right, you got that. You got this. Elemental army, please go kill these guys. Victory. Major ambition. She would do well to heal. Everybody else can keep moving up. I can't believe I gave her a bone pillar by accident. So foolish. You're gonna grab that other guy. Everybody else is gonna bob. It also gives you renown 3. Blowing up that derelict workshop would be good for you. So would blowing up that large monster den. No wonder this character is doing so bad. Here, let me pay you to repair your lands that are being destroyed. Seems like you need a push. I am going to pick up this tower true sight. Just to give me a little bit more vision across here. All that's being repaired. You've taken Pilgrim's Passage in Zahatur. Okay. There's a lot of mana and knowledge to be had in this gold tree. I don't have a ton of foresters in this domain, but I hope I can transfer this province over to Slag Falls after I take this city. We gotta get in here. We gotta deal with this. This is getting out of control. There's hasteberries down here too. This war with the stupid rants is really slowing things down for me. This is not really a war I care about. He's proven to be a lot bigger of a problem than I thought he would be. Rays of Winter. Arctic terrain spreads around the world. Arctic blizzards are active in combat. Wet units have a 90% chance of becoming frozen for 2 turns. That's fun. Nice. She cleared out her bounty. Dude, if that's the case, I'll give you another one. That one's not so much a problem. This large monster den is a very big problem, and you have an excellent chance of doing it. Please take care of your territory. We're going to cast Amplified Arrows. More lightning. We picked up Summon Elemental. Yes. And we're into tier 4. Which finally means we can pick up the Tome of the Stormborn. It's the one I've been waiting on.
Stormborn and channel the ocean's greatest wrath. Become the shift in the wind.
Oh, there's a lightning spell here that all units become wet.
Disaster. Electrify the air as you approach and adapt your people to the storm serpent's image.
I wonder if I'm going to be able to cast this with the other spell.
Of rain and lightning, with you in the center. Embody the unrelenting fury of the storm.
I want all of these. 80 and 35, 45 and 30. I like that lightning storm repeats. Probably I need chain lightning, but we're gonna get the transformation first because that's the big one. That's the big one for our little fishios. That's as far as you can get. So let's... Right, he's got a teleporter here. These are Arctic provinces, which I don't really want to stand on, given that recent event. Storm Giant. Oh, nice. Teleporter. How convenient. We've unlocked cities gain extra mana and instantly gain knowledge. You've hit your 4th level of renown. Fantastic. So Slag Falls now gets an extra 10% knowledge bonus. Do you have the Scholars Guild? No, but you really should. In fact, I see no reason why I would not prioritize that right now. We have 7 research posts in this city. And they're getting mega buffed. You want open borders? I'll give that to you. I've been denounced by the Magma Mender. That's fine. I had a treaty with you. I mean, I could start just buying stuff. To break down. You don't have a conduit in this city, which is becoming a bit of an issue. Now, I could just build a conduit. The Hall of Geomantic Resonance will give it a bunch of extra food. The Wharf will give it a bunch of extra production, which it probably doesn't need. Yeah, let's go with the Geomantic Resonance. And then I can start summoning elementals at long last. Like different kinds of elementals. So we have skirmishers in the Arctic. We've got storm at sea. So shock at sea. Underground, we'd get defenders. I might get magma down here. I guess realistically, just getting a bunch of storm elementals is the best thing for these guys because they have lightning. They're damaged by lightning and they're shock elementals, so they also don't have to deal with the debuff to hit. All right, you got your true sight, giving me even more vision over here. Lord's Manor would be good. Let's go with that. Could steal this nice node over here for some extra research. Or this gold vein over here. I really want that world tree. Is there anything like over here that I need to build stuff to buff stuff? No, not really, because we're pretty much at the end of the build. Some more production probably wouldn't hurt. What's going to happen when our food maxes out? What, like, is that food going to go anywhere? I guess I'll build a mine. This guy's sitting on pastures. You got yourself a geomancer. House Muraena, House Weaver. If I build it here, in a river, it's got to be a storm. If I build it in a forest, it's probably going to be rock? Rock. Well, the good news is that the rocks are better than winds. So I don't mind taking him. Got all sorts of troops coming up here to help out now. How close can I get? I can probably get on the siege. One, two, three, four, 5 armies here, it looks like. Yeah, but we're doing good. We're at like 1,600 point armies now. All right, I'm going in all the way. Why? It says you can go there, but now it's saying you can't go there. Okay. I hate that I can't really see where they are. We'll move those groups in this way for now. And, I don't know, man. Maybe I charge a lightning torrents here. You've got geomancers. What's everybody's main army looking like? That knight needs to level up. You have the geomancer replace that guy, and then you have a bannerman, which I'm like okay with. I guess that's my ideal army right now is 2 lieges, a knight, a geomancer, and a bannerman, which is about 1,600 plus. Which you all have, so I guess I could just start making new armies in the back. Like backup armies. Denounced. A ruler has started negotiating. I'll boost that. Regash is sending a perfectly timed war party. Oh, they've got a lot. Here's good news. We are starting to now outweigh them. Arctic blizzards. Every turn in combat, all units take 8 frost damage. All wet units have a 90% chance of becoming frozen. Wretch the War Mage. He's pumping out clay soldiers now as well. Out of curiosity. I'm willing to take that. Loss of only a bannerman. Which I'm like also kind of thinking about. Maybe I should just replace the bannerman with a second geomancer. Or with the storm giant. Actually, that's probably makes the most sense. I guess the only problem being is that I can only recruit the storm giant in my capital. So it can only ever be bannered to my liege. Yeah. So eyeballs. You guys got to make another geo. But that's good. We catch this army out here at 700 as well, and then we're in an actual position to finally take Safe Ward. Tomb of Bizarre Wonders. Oh, this is a cool little location. Fully dungeon tiled as well. These will make some nice vassal states, I tell you. You scavenged a tier 4 shield, a really good tier 4 shield, and a vampire spider mount. Ooh. I guess this doesn't really help anybody at the moment. Yay! You completed another bounty and defended your territory. Congratulations. Let's pop a material refinery in here. We got level ups on Hester, King of Retaliations. Grace on defensive mode is not bad. I'd love to be able to get always end your turn in defensive mode, but I'm not sure it's going to be possible and or viable. You're level 9, so if I go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, it is doable. Always end in defensive mode with unlimited retaliations. I don't actually think you need Grace. I don't know if you need this damage. Or Rallying Cry, really. Alright, let's grab Shield Bearer. My Giant Queen leveled up, which is great. What I'd love to do is start just putting damage on her. These abilities here. Plus 10 damage, plus 10 damage. We could get her like the fancy weapons, but I don't know, man. It's just like so much lightning right now, so... Alternatively, I suppose I could go with attacks and debuff abilities give a 90% chance of inflicting weakened. And disrupted. Curse does frost. Decay. Curse is a hex, big hex. Temporal plague. Debuffs the target and all connected enemies with 90% chance of stun and decay. That's also pretty cool. A lightning plague. But no, I'm going to go for the pure damage. I think it's the way to go. You have collected this guy. That bounty is complete. We have a lightning torrent ready to cast whenever we feel it's necessary. You have an army right here to flatten. All right, that knight is in tough shape. Let's get you up here. Start this siege. 3-turn siege. We'll fumigate. We'll bombard the towers and... Oh, let's undermine the walls. They have stone walls. Got a few more bodies here coming in. This guy's in a bit of a tough shape, so I'm going to go on a bit of a wider flank with them. I can't see most of your armies. But that's okay. Disenchant this. Disenchant these. We might as well disenchant that. The enchanted shield I think I'll keep a hold of. This I don't need. Probably a defender for our next character with a shield would be really smart. What I would love to do is get a nice big two-handed weapon for this character that we have. Not a lance. I don't think the hammer looks right. I could give him like a greatsword or a katana. A flaming great club. Oh, that's interesting. This one just does fire damage. Otherwise, these are all the same, but that one has base fire damage on it. The flaming cestus. You know what, man? I might just give them a sword. Lifesteal would be good. Rune of Lightning for sure. And if you were to inflict one more thing, Distracted would be awesome. Weaken's not bad. 20% Retaliator is also not like a terrible choice. They are kind of meant to be a taunting character. So Retaliator's pretty good. Or Weakened. It's 150 to build you. So I'm going to need a little bit more stuff. But soon. This guy still has big armies here. Big armies. It looks like maybe another 3 coming up from below. I'd love to know what this Astral Rift is doing and why it's not just destroying this guy's territory constantly. Yeesh. Some of these guys have stepped out of the city, so we can attack them. That, at least, is good to know. Oh, never mind. He's coming to me. A lot of shades, a lot of Zerkers, a lot of heroes here too. They've got transmuters now as well. Oh yeah. Show me what you got. %90 chance of becoming frozen. I wish I could only make them wet. Ooh, we got to be careful here because there's geysers. And they will get us soaked. Actually, this is fine. I can just sprint with you and have you flee. You don't need to be in this fight. So what do we have? We got a clay arbalist. We've got a mage over here. And a fisticuff guy. Archers, archers, archers. So this is mostly ranged. These are skirmishers galore with these shades. Who I don't know particularly well. Frost arrows and frost blades. Oh, okay. So he's gone really frosty. He's got mages, clay chargers, bastions. So this is going to be the chunkier side. He's got the support unit up here, the steel shaper as well. Are they a different race? Drowned recreants. Carapace warriors. This is Reghash. Yeah. Oh. So this is actually this guy coming in and interfering in this fight. It's okay. We got strong troops here. We've done more with less, I'll tell you what. Crystal Pillar does 30 damage, which is pretty nice, but definitely a lesser choice compared to most of the stuff we have. You might as well go front row center. I know you're a mage, but you're also like chonky. Heal up the front line. Probably should have healed up these knights. I don't really know what to do with them right now. And then if I could do something like hold on these geysers, that would be really nice. Do here, at least give them the warding aura, and then... All right. Good. They're falling for the bait sword. The old bait summon. This means more of their guys are together, so the chain lightning hits them harder. And they are further away from these chunky dudes. All units take frost damage. I mean, thunderstorms would be a real gamble. 90% chance just everybody starts freezing to death. Yeah. There's no way I have to like dry off from it, which is part of the problem. Deal damage to a unit within 4 turns and inflict it with volatile charge. Oh, and then this guy does blast. Oh, so this is cool. So I'm going to be able to just summon a wall of crystal pillars in front of me. All right, I think let's actually cast Mental Mark right here on all 3 of these heroes. Sunder their resistance. I can hit them with a really nice Zephyr Strike. Sunder the resistance some more, hopefully. Figure out what I want to do with those pillars in a moment. Hurl lightning is definitely an option. So the lightning application burns people. Oh, hurl chain lightning also burns people. Do I want to go for those chargers or... Oh my god, look at this. I can actually kill that wizard. 95 damage. Just yeeting a lightning bolt at him. We'll slow those guys. That's excellent. Then I think let's just keep lining these guys up here, here, here. No. Here. You're a bit out of range on that. Conjure a crystal pillar. He'll come up there for right now. Knight over that way. I don't know if I should hold on. You know what? Yeah, let's we're gonna hold on to that tonic. That'll hit the hero. Okay, that said that would hit the hero. Or is it just it's in range to hit them? Ah. We'll put you here, give you a little bit better coverage. I'd like to link to some of my heroes. I think it's a smart idea. Mostly just so they get that strengthened tick. Everybody else vibes. Crystal Pillar's got like 45 HP, so they're not going to take a lot of damage, but they will distract them. Yeah, like if you're taking a charge from a tier 3 unit. Ooh, nasty dust storm. I'm definitely getting picked at. Man, not being able to cast Cult Thunderstorm sucks. I want them all to get that -4 lightning, but that would also give me -4 frost resistance, so the trade-off is kind of dirty. I'm just going to stack some electrifications over here, mostly so I get fortune on everybody. Big geomantic hits. So hard to hit anybody. 56. I don't know what's actually better. This does some serious damage. I could kill a shade if I just hit him with an obelisk crash. Who else do we have here first? I suppose. 75 on that hero. I don't know how one of those arrows just went so far off, but sure. We're gonna want the rest of our guys moving up now. So we'll get rid of the hero. A little bit careful because we have some consecrated burning territory. You guys look like you can shut down all of these chargers, which would be a good idea. You're blind. Let's tonic you. Heal him. This guy's got a nice spell, but who's he going to hit with it? Tell you what, if I hit him, it'll trigger that shade, who I think I could then kill with the chain lightning. I like that. It's not the most serious characters, but like still damage that needs to be done. Try to Terramancy that guy as much as I can. We'll move you up here, and there is a mage back here, so he's gonna do some serious damage. Let's Just defend, bolster with you. Hit him. I'm debating whether or not I throw that guy in defense mode to help out the leash guard. No, I think let's suck it up on the temp HP. And then just do what damage we can. All right. I'm probably going to have to sacrifice this knight right now. But I'll shut down an archer and pin that other charger. This guy's got one more movement, so I can actually get on top of that defender as well. Which I'm hoping is enough to keep him safe, but I'm realizing he could just get charged anyway. You're going to defend. You're going to defend. That's the Toyn. Battles. Absolute battles. Get rid of the grace there. Yeah, I guess he's moving in two parts because he has this this ally in here too. Okay, you hit temp HP, which is good. You shot your own guy, which is fantastic. You hit my hero, but it's Sworn Bonds. You have temp HP and grace. You're doing fine. You go after the summon. You go after the Sworn Bond hero. This is all very, very good. Seeing lots of electricity hit everybody. Three, four, three. This level 4 caster in the back's got me a little worried. We'll fulminate on these guys. I can't wait till we have chain lightning. Oh, awesome. That Shade just set himself out for pounding. In fact, I think let's devour spell on him. Don't step on the geysers. Looks like you're going to need a little bit of help. So I'm going to smite and then I'm going to devour. So that resets all his cooldowns. Huge hits on that Geomancer. This Geomancer's got some nice AoE. And I guess because we're in Arctic terrain, it's doing frost damage and freezing people, which is really fun. Like that guy actually just got frozen. This guy just got frozen. So I can focus down all three of them on him. Got the crystal pillar. I got the devouring spell. Oh, my kingdom for a third chain lightning attack. If I could only do it 3 times in a row. Will that obelisk crash not kill him? He's got steadfast. Good noted. We're gonna have to move. Let's take that hero shot. I'd love to be able to kill him. This leash guard could do it. You can't kill a warg in 3 hits. Good grief, dude. What even are you doing here? Yeah, I'm gonna let him go. Ah, he's got slip away. God damn, slip away. Yeah, always slipping. Okay, they're both triggered on steadfast right now. What do you do? Ba, 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 ba. Chance to freeze. This unit is wet. Why do I have a chance to freeze when hitting people? Actually, like, why do I have a chance to freeze people? Frozen. Charge strike with frozen. Is this something to do with the Geomancer? Resonant Blade gives you a chance to freeze when you're on cold terrain. Oh. Oh my god. That's so good. These guys are frozen? They look pretty frozen. Those guys are also frozen. Those guys are now frozen. Dude, Resonant Blade is good. It's very good. Good ability. Would use again. I tell you what, let's tonic him, get rid of the blinds, and then I think I'll move you over here and just heal one of these boys. Oh yeah, still got you. Yeah, I still got the main event. Who's about to eat a ton of arrow shots, I'm realizing, if I put her here. But if I put her here, she gets a triple kill. Can't argue with that, baby. You guys chuck some daggers. Hey, oh, I got rocked. Or did I? Or did I have steadfast instead? And now I'm alive. So sneaky. Ow, I'm on fire. Please live, please live, please live. Steadfast. Okay. Well, you're obviously going to take a step for a shot there. That's clearly the opening move. You're pacified. You're not, though. That's going to hurt my own guys if I cast it. Kill off them with the old Geomancer. You got tasty lightning strike, but I can't hit that many guys with that guy's running. That being said, running right now still means a problem because I'm in a siege. You killed the hero. I'm gonna heavy quake. Just hoping to just immobilize as many of them as possible. That Liege Guard probably just needs to heal. This guy is gonna probably have to suck a lightning bolt to the face. 36 or 30. Or I hit these dweebs in the back with a lightning bolt. What do you got for me? You got Hurl Chain Lightning, which I could probably use to get like a triple kill over here. Almost. This is the only guy who hasn't run yet, so... Heal up you. You had steadfast, so you can't actually attack anybody. I guess charge strike him. Cancel the retaliation. Triple spirit bolt in the back. I'll probably break him. Close, but no cigar. Liege Guard can go in and get that kill, though. Oh, he's a mudman. That's probably why I'm not breaking him. You have 1 HP. If I don't heal you, you die. I also can't heal you. Who is not broken? You're not broken. All units run. You don't get my Liege Guard today, biting cold. Battle lost by Raghash. Geomancers get that AoE freeze on cold terrain. Yeah, Winter Tomes are basically Materium Tomes now, given how many ways Materium Tomes have to apply slow. Yeah, I'm starting to realize that. This one thing I was saying about this expansion is I was upset that there's not enough stuff for cold, especially with like Frost Giants. But I'm now starting to realize that the Materium, if you're in a bunch of cold and you've made your territory cold, then Materium and Shadow would be a very powerful freezing coldness. A Sundering Corruptor with Splitterling infections and Death Bolts. And a Warding Amplifier. Oh! Oh! This mage is still using a tier 1 Spirit Orb. So that's going to do a fair bit more damage. Instead of 17, he now does 26. You have what? Status resistance? And you have ignore status resistance plus 1 status resistance. I think I'd rather have you on ignore and then you on ward. This enchanted plate is also really nice. Bolsters defense. Definitely better than this hardy plate. Should get you a new hat. Lots of people captured here. Other rulers made a defensive pact. The Mender and Arachna. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Let's grab an estate hall up here. You've made a Liege Guard. I think my thought here is I was just going to start making a secondary army, like a backup army. I see you're in Arctic terrain. That's what happened there. Let's go here so we're not in Arctic terrain. Oh, this guy is out of combat. RIP. So now he only has this army, which I could maybe hit with a lightning torrent. Just gonna prep another one of those. I mostly just want this guy debuffed. Obviously, he's gonna heal. You are not this army. You are this army, though. Swap out him for him. So he's got the Geomancer in there now. You've got an army of big Chad elementals, which is nice. I guess while we wait for more troops, you might as well take a giant. Make him slightly more powerful. I am making a troop for you, am I? No. Who died? Your Bannerman died. And I was like, do I replace it with another Geomancer? To which I think I decided yes was the answer. Kremlo gets another level. We'll grab channel power on him. Kremlo truly is a magnificent wizard. God, that was a hell of a battle. Can I put this restful belt on someone like you? Demolisher, army maintenance, true sight, umbral malady, windshield. Let's give you that. She has no way, because she's not a liege. She has no way to heal her troops every turn. Honestly, this ability alone, the fact that your units heal 20 HP every turn when you're maxed out as a liege lord, that's strong. That's very powerful to go on both the assault and defense with. Lets you chip them down. Does kind of mean that like a lot of the other troops are not so good around them, but I mean, ultimately I'm starting to find I end up doing like 1 hero and 2 mob armies, or like 2 heroes and 1 mob army. I only wish like I could draft other people into Dawnwatch. Like I'd love to be able to say, oh, this character is also in there. Grand Devourer Rex Shaggy. You must be this cat. You totally are. I think this is actually a created ruler in the game. A ratty munchkin. This guy looks too perfect otherwise. Horn Ward. He's got Heartfang here. He still has Roughheim. He's managed to keep a hold of that. One of the hidden pre-gens. How are they hidden? I guess I would have that question. None of these are really worth dealing with. Kania Greyblood, haven't seen her in a while. I don't think I've seen her ever. Well, I know like Arachna is a pseudo hidden one, because she has like special pieces. Yeah, this guy is wearing like regular armor though. Like Arachna has unique armor plates and unique headdress, which is so upsetting because I made a Spider Queen character and I couldn't use those. Our transformations. Doubles the base improvement from coastal provinces. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get Chain Lightning because I'm desperate for another spell. You picked up the estate hall up here. For 0 turns, I'll take that. And then I'll build a Grand Wharf. New bounties we don't need. New rallies we don't need. I like that I can make fire giants though. Devs mentioned they didn't want to overwhelm people by putting too many rulers on the start screen, but they needed more underground rulers to balance out the roster when the game came out. Oh. I feel like there's so many pre-made rulers already. I don't feel like people would be like, whoa, I'm overwhelmed. I feel like there's like 30 or 40. Is he going to march out and fight me? I don't know. So let's hit him with Lightning Torrent just in case. And then also charge up another Lightning Torrent. And then I need 600 mana. Alms. Alms. Who's got cheap mana for me? You sure do. You have a lot of cheap mana for me. Can't believe I have to wait 7 turns for that to to cast. Oh my god, this guy just spawned his ruler back in another 6 army with Butcher Ogres and another hero. Alright, it's still not a very strong fight. That's fine. We'll hit him with the Lightning Torrent and then we'll march our way in. Shouldn't be too problematic. Got the 15, the 12. Oh! You have an evoker that belongs to them. Let's just swap those out. $16, $12, and $13. Zap. Oh, you'll pull him? 12-5 instead of 12-9 and wounded? Can you not do that? Again, can you not do that? That's not the strongest army. Thank you. It's going to be one hell of a fight. They have a Bastion's Barricade. 2 Bastions on the defender side when fighting a defensive siege. Caltrops and a Beacon of Valor. Where is the Bastion's Barricade come from? Oh, it's like a building they built. All right. They're suffering 16 blight damage and weakened. Wall obstacles are destroyed and towers are bombarded. Plus this frost thing is going on. Well, I might just be able to auto this one. But I wouldn't mind fighting a siege. But I'm not going to say no to saving myself 30 minutes. Shielding plates. That's not very good for tier 4. I mean, I'll take it, but I'm going to call a spade a spade. Got bolstering resistance. I guess I'll give it to you. The city is ours. We are going to simply vassalize this city. That's the plan in here. All right. We got a couple of level ups as well. Legiona Weaver, our charge queen, does explosive charges now. Not that she has a charge weapon. Our ruler's level up again. Level 14. Almost getting the max signature level here. You're going to go channel power. Magic attacks gain 50% damage until the end of the current turn. Can only be used once per battle, but if we devour someone, it refreshes all your once per combat abilities. So I can always cast channel power before I cast devour spell, which would make this a 45 damage spell. Now, that being said, at 50% extra damage, that makes her Chain Hurl Lightning do 90 damage. Plus crit possibilities. Yay! A tower. I can finally see what's going on. 4 turns to vassalize. Yuck. All right, so I'm going to have to leave an army here and send another army up to Raghash. That's kind of interesting. Anyone here who's not a liege lord is taking damage from winter. Huh. All right, we got a Lord's Manor over here. No surprises. I guess we'll do the Hall of Geomantic Resonance. You're going to replace that evoker. Y'all are going to heal. Y'all are going to heal. That's 2 of these. Let's grab them a Geomancer. Slagfalls now has the Scholars Guild, which is producing 70 knowledge on its own. Absolutely wild amount of knowledge here. An alchemist lab would be really good, especially if I put it up here. That'll be even better if I put it right there. So let's do that. Dawn Watch has also gotten a little expansion here. So I think I'm going to grab this for them. Because that's kind of like the last quarry here. And this is probably where I will build, I think here, here, and here. Or like here, here, and here is where I will build the beacons. I mean, I'm not going to say no to another research post. You know me. Ain't no way, no how I'm going to say no to another research post. Perfect. So how many armies do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. If I leave 2.5 to defend the city and send like my 3 liege lords up north, it'll have to be the 3 liege lords because everybody else will die from Rays of Winter. I'm kind of hoping if anybody comes out of this teleporter, that astral rift will just beat them up. The city is so funny. Like, the entire thing exists within this astral rift's realm. Oh, and you have another place up here, Gold Bank. The Arctic is really creeping down from the Rays of Winter. It's quite cool. I don't know if we're seeing it in many other places. Little spits of it here and there. Decent bit down here. But in the north, it's like way more prominent. All right, we picked up Chain Lightning. I want Lightning Storm, but I think what I'd really like to get is Bounty of the Sea. Because if I understand it correctly, it is just an unlimited amount of extra resources for us. You'd heal a little bit more there. You would also probably heal a little bit more if I got off that terrain. And you're good. Oh, actually, this is not Arctic, is it? Oh, okay. So let's put you here. You're not a liege army. You are. You can move up there. You'll actually heal even better. You can heal up there. So these guys will stay behind. Try to pick up that evoker as well before we go. Or I guess we can drop this evoker off into these guys. Take a bit of damage. So you have Geomancer and 2 Liege Guards. Can I not build tier 4 knights? Shouldn't I be able to? Or is that a monarchy only thing? Huh. Well, I guess I'll build you a storm giant then. I see you. Sneaking across. a single magma hero. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. Build the Beacon Valor. This guy's almost done. He's pretty much built up everything that he possibly can. The Whispering Waters. Choop, choop, choo. I guess let's put you here. Because that's where the other Pilgrim's Passage is. So I do want this guy to move in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 down below. So I'll build a Forester there. That also connects his territory. So if you go here, here, here. Can I do that right now? Grab you another farm. But what I can now do is your throne city and all cities that share a border gain 10% income. Because that's all of our cities now. Throne city gets $10 for each magic material we have access to, which is not really that much. Tier 4 knight at one of the armies that defended the capital. I have tier 4 knights, but I thought I could recruit tier 4 knights. I thought these guys signed a defensive alliance or something. I'm having a hard time keeping track of who's with who. Declaration of friendship with you. Do I have a declaration of friendship with you? I actually don't. They haven't met each other. Huh. Huh. It's 2 silver tongue, 1 silver tongue. Well, we'll probably get those guys. Pact of Cooperation. Pick up haste berries. Why not? We're beating those other guys to him. I could boost this, but I don't think I need to. Complimented. Complimented. Insulted by you. That's fine. I'm actually pretty low on eco right now. Or, well, low on savings. Pretty decent on eco. Getting some more vassals is really going to speed things up. How are we on expansion victory? 82 out of 160. Ooh, wow. Not as good as I thought we would be. I guess not having a lot of vassals is a big issue there. And there's so few free cities on this map. I think it would be good if we could absorb Penway. Just because if I can put a nautical governor in here, it's going to be insane. The bonuses we would get would be absolutely out of control. This guy's riding around on a mammoth. So ridiculous. New development skill here. +1 siege slots, and sieges cost less. I mean, I do have some sieges to be doing. The cats are rivaling us. Okay, that's a weird choice. This guy posted a bounty to get rid of this outpost way up here. Yeah. Yeah. We'll think about it. All right, so you have 2 geomancers now. You guys are healing. You guys are healing. You're healed. You need to heal. You need to heal. You're just going to vibe on this city. Well, I guess, like, vibe over next to these guys. Probably good to block this underground. This rivalry is over. That's unfortunate. That didn't last very long at all. Quick turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is all the players. Yeah, it's really funny. Outside of this forward settlement at Slag Falls, I have no interest in being over here with this rat. Like, this is not territory that I care about at all. I want to be down here fighting this guy, taking these outposts, taking Zahatur, getting the World Tree and the Pilgrim's Passage, getting all this nice water terrain. Sets me up to fight Arachna if I need to as well. Who I'm actually now realizing has taken Krefin. Fargas has been taken. And Sealgrad has become a vassal. This guy's down to a single city right now. And it looks like he is majorly under attack. On one side, that's really good. On the other side, that's potentially really bad. We need to talk to this giant and get an alliance. I think is what I've decided. Everyone that he is up against is someone that we might end up fighting. None of your provinces had blizzards. Your Arctic provinces yield 30 knowledge, and we gain 120 knowledge. All right. So this guy here, can I get a defensive pack with you? It's a deal. I think that's the right choice. Gorpit, Omen Hollow, Heartfang, Fargosk. That guy's got 4 vassals. What I don't want is Vision. What I do want is a Teleporter Pact. No, not yet, actually. There's Bounty of the Sea. Oh, Stormport. Stormports are very good. Lock that in, take Lightning Storm first. Doubles the base resources from coastal province improvements. That's going to be crazy. Can the AI compete in this game? It's such a beautiful game. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I lose fairly frequently to the AI. Not all the time or nothing. But I do absolutely take my L's. Let's get up here. So these guys are ready to start moving on Reg Hash probably next turn. You got some geomantic shenanigans. I guess an academy wouldn't hurt. Healing. One turn, this gets vassalized. You're healing. You made a stone giant, rock giant, storm giant. There we go. Took me a few tries. Right, I guess a knight goes in here, but maybe not. Maybe like 2 Zephyr Archers? I don't really want these armies to cost me a ton of Imperium, so yeah, 2 Zephyr Archers could be a good idea. That's a really strong army then. You're sitting on my Enchanted Den. Slagfall. Some production here would probably not go astray. I gotta start pushing him over here to this guy. Hey, I can be proper tough. There are a few of the story maps that are next to impossible if you bump the difficulty up. Oh, yeah. The campaign maps are brutal. The campaign maps are kind of like you sort of have to figure out who you're fighting and then build a build to counter them. At least if you're playing on like brutal difficulty. But on just skirmish maps, it's a bit more, well, I wouldn't say it's a bit more forgiving. Because depending on who you end up against, you can get countered really bad. It helps to be flexible. He says, being as stubborn as possible and building his entire build beforehand every single time. Thank you all. No problem, my dude. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'm happy to get new people into the game. It is one of life's great pleasures. Should I build more rivers over here? I kind of like a bit of the Arctic terrain around. At the same time, I also kind of love sinking everything into the ocean. Oh, I guess we have one right here. Yeah, that's fine. We can leave it. This teleporter is being pillaged. That's interesting. By purple. These demon cats. Ah, this guy went umbral. What a pain. What an absolute pain. So these guys all have Curse Eater. Which is going to be a really difficult thing for me to fight against because I stack electricity damage really heavily. That's actually a really good counter against me. Against the build that we have. You're going to start sieging Rancash. Fumigation. Tower bombardment. Undermine the walls. These guys should have no problem taking this fight. And now we have friendships over here in the city of Safeword. Can I get another Whispering Stone? Yeah. Yeah, these are very unhappy vassals. It does give us another Astral Dew, which unlocks better lightning damage and better spellcasting effects. All right, one more turn this army finishes. And then I'll probably send them up to just kill this guy up here. What do you want? Probably a channeling chamber would be nice. Healing. No need to be healing. I'll march these guys south and make a play on Blackwall with them. Rivalry's done. A friendship between these two. Sylvani, don't do that. I didn't know I could invite people who aren't allied with me. Capture Seagullgrad. Who is willing to do this? Singaith. You would be the guy I'd like to do that with. I'm going to put that bounty up. It was declined. But, you know, we tried. We had to give it a shot. Kind of want to take this city ruin and build a city here. Just burn down Blackwall. Own the entire coastline. Zahatur is definitely where City 4 is going, though. That'll be a really good spot to have teleporters. We'll have this nice northern empire and then this southern spear down south. very strong ally down here in the bottom left now. Our bottom right is getting beat up. We got a fight here against the Shade Demons. Lots of Accursed Blades. Lots of Zerkers, but we outnumber them by 1,000. So we might be fine. Hell yeah. Not even a single guy because of Steadfast. Man, picking up that early Keeper's Mark was such a blessing. Huh. That wasn't actually the guys in there. This is okay, but not that good for me. I'm actually going to disenchant this. During the siege of Regash, a group of captured citizens are presented to you. Distraught Carapace warriors from Regash who tried to escape through the underground sewers. They all look equally bedraggled and scarred as they are pushed towards you. Our scouts found them, my queen. I'm sure we can get some information out of them. Damaged their city fortifications, killed them, let them go. I'm going to let them go. It's fine. Why not get the Order Whispering Stone? I'm also going to pick that up. Thank you. I actually forgot that we had any order. Is the real reason behind that. Book number 4 is Astral Convergence. I think. Start a combat, gain 50 casting points. During combat, all enemies suffer -1 resistance. Ethereal, can't use that. Cascading Power. Whenever you cast a tactical spell, gain a stack of cascading power. A random enemy unit takes 20 lightning damage at the start of the owner's turn. For each stack, another random enemy sustains damage. Well, that's worth it basically on its own. Arcane Accumulation is pretty good. Explosive Manifest, okay. Astral Shattering is handy, but not that handy. The other option is Astral Mirror. When a city is besieged, my Storm Giant arrives. An Astral Reflection. Well, that's kind of pretty handy. All of my units reflect non-physical damage back onto the attacker. All my frontline units, all my elementals. That's very good. Summon Astral Reflection. +7 vision range on all units and cities. And then Mirror Mimics. Maybe I should take this. Still like Astral Mirror, though we'll never get back to the days of self-replicating Wizard Kings. I'm just like, how do I not take Cascading Power? It just does crazy lightning damage to everything. We love lightning damage. That's our whole thing right now. There's not a lot of good points in here for me. There's only like 2, arguably 3. This one is like 4. Just want to make sure there wasn't anything else I was planning. Oh, there is! There is something else I was planning. That's right. I'm taking the Tome of Prosperity as my other tier 4 book. I actually totally forgot about this because the Shrine of Prosperity. +7 food per adjacent farmer forester. 10% of food in this city is converted to gold. Counts as a conduit. City stability per adjacent farmer forester. This is really, really useful. But the Garden of Affluence gives our farms and foresters 3 gold, 2 mana. This was originally like the whole design of my capital city. We get Blessed Armor, giving us Inner Grace, which is really handy, and +2 resistance, also very handy. Staves of Grace, not so handy. Crossbow Dragon, I probably won't get. Yeah, this was totally the plan. We have Stormborn already. That's the first one we got. We are not affinity bound. That's true. I keep forgetting that. I can literally get anything. But I had a build in mind, so. I mean, I love that I could just like take Tome of the Crucible or any of these. Go for the Tome of Calamity. No, we're so good. I'm going to go for that Tome of Prosperity. I'm going to stick with this plan. I got a little bit of order, a little bit of nature. Astral and nature has sort of been the plan here.
The eternal grace within. Like a cleansing rain.
Let's lock Blessed Armors, and I'm going to take Stormpert first. This way I kind of always have something we need. All right, you guys have to sit around. But in the meantime, this army can start going south. Now that our vassal is here, ready to boogie. Can't see nothing, though. Okay. You have your full army. Let's send you up here to the Enchanted Den. We got to level up on Hester, the Tireless Retaliator. Who doesn't really do a lot of damage. I'm going to give him Offensive Vanguard if that's the case, I think. Get warded or reinforced. Did you take... No, you took natural regen instead of evasion, so we'll keep going that way. Don't like that friendship. Don't like that friendship one bit. All before you get to Cleansing Rain. That one is ridiculous. I mean, there's so many good spell combos for us right now. I kind of wish that Arctic event also let me learn that spell so that I could freeze people who were wet, but being able to zap people who are wet is just going to be worth it. Especially when you think about, like, yeah, these guys already have negative lightning resistance. I have no idea what your armies are like. Negative fire and spirit. They're undead. What about this guy? Spirit, right. You're curse eaters. And this dude is angels. Blatant frost. Well, if we did any frost damage, that would be handy against them. I don't think we're going to have to fight that guy, though. The Mystical Seer has shown up. Unfortunately, useless. Might be worth attacking. Kill him. Get back in your army. You guys gotta wait. You guys gotta chill. These guys... My goal here is to get down here and not get attacked by this Astral Rift. That guy is inside. Okay. Let's go with a Fumigation Tower Bombardment, Undermine the Walls. It seems to be like our go-to right now. I wonder. He is too strong to surrender. I would not have guessed that myself. $800 and $600. All right, we'll see how it turns out. The channeling chamber is up and running. Shrine of Prosperity. Adjacent food and foresters. Where do I want to put you? You get 5 right there. If I move the teleporter, you could get another one. 4-3. Not gonna move the farmstead. Actually, should I move the farmstead? No, probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, I get the same amount from doing it right here anyway. So this gives us an extra 33 food and 5 mana, 15 happiness. Also gives us access to Blessed Dragons, Radiant Guardians, and Radiant Judges. Now, do I need any of these guys? Probably not. Is spirit damage against an Umbral character very, very handy to have just in case? Absolutely. Finally. Also, finally. Our transformation is ready. Let's grab you a shrine. And let's heal our frogs. Yeah! When you got tiny frogs and they got weird snake bodies, they look like Gamores. Getting extra lightning resistance, extra blight resistance. Immune to electrified. They get fast movement. They all get slip away and amphibious. Now, so this is why I didn't take fast movement or slip away in character creator, and instead I took pass through. They no longer need leg slots. And I feel like something really weird has happened with their heads. Their heads just like look smaller now. Can I adjust the tail size? Eyebrows. Leg length. Well, that just sinks into the ground. Uh-oh, I'm just gonna cancel that. I didn't realize they were floating. Snack frogs. Our knights no longer have mounts as well. They look ridiculous. The Geomancer has ridiculous clipping through it. Snack defenders. The Bannerman looks pretty good. Do I have anybody else, really? Zephyr archers? They look all right. Evokers look pretty good. Lightning eels. I wish some of the lightning effects would go down in through the tail as well here, but what are you gonna do? You can't have everything. So, Bounty of the Sea. Doubles base resources from coastal improvements. Answer a call of war. They are not fighting a war with Singath. I have a major war justification. I will get 20 Imperium a turn if I say yes to this war. And Arachna might join us and become my friend. Or she might get even angrier at me. I should probably take this bounty to capture this outpost, just in case I can get down there. No guarantees, but I mean, if I'm sieging Blackwall right now, it looks decent. He's also got a city over here, just started Keystone. Interesting. Blackwall does not have an underground anywhere near it. I don't know why he took this in the first place. When the jars open wide and there's more jars inside, that's amore. It looks like we got a big fight. Looks like the rats are back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, he's one of my guys. How dare you? 5 heroes. Couple of transmuters. The rest is level 3 or under. Just gonna test it. I imagine I have to fight this. I don't. We had 2 guys wounded and they ran away. Fantastic. That means his army is basically destroyed now. That was his leader again. And pretty much all of his heroes. So I'm going to be able to take Raghash and just immediately march down to his capital. There's probably no one coming from Goldbank. I hope. Moraes eat rats for breakfast. Does seem to be the case. And this will form me my wall of vassals over here, which is what I was hoping for. I guess basically I'm thinking if I siege his capital, I might just vassalize him. That way I don't have to go after Goldbank. I don't have to go after Keystone. He's in the way dealing with this guy. Who just got sieged? That outpost. The Shrine of Meridia. Oh, they built an outpost right next to the Shrine of Meridia. What a flex. Can I make him a vassal now? It's possible. Tier 4 axe. Tier 4 sword. Frost bolstering resistance cloak. This is some really nice stuff. This is a lightning axe as well that does weakened, burning, stunned, and distracted. Yeah, that would be cool. Let's just take it all to start. Leading army unable to start a battle. Why? Because of you. Because you routed. Yeah, let's just vassalize. Okie dokie. We got the storm ports unlocked. Let's get those blessed armors. We got shrines over here in Slagfall. Let's get a free shipyard. What are we kind of short on right now? You know what? I'm going to grab the Tower of True Sight here so I have a vision across the sea. Because this is clearly about to become my next war zone. My next Call of Duty Black Ops war zone. You guys are all going to kind of come around here. So that I'm no longer in the danger zone of that astral rift. Dawnwatch, you're going to build a storm port because you've pretty much got everything else. What do you need here? A conduit. Ooh, that's easier said than done. There is a conduit location right here. Let's take it. Just for you, baby. And then I'll move some guys down to Slag Falls and see where they go from there. I got enough money. I could start building another one of those armies. I guess I'm more inclined if I'm going to build another army like this to build it in Slagfall or Dawnwatch, though. So let's start doing that. The Whispering Waters is ready for another location. You're almost full. I think I'll just go with a Forester. Kremlo gets level 12. Nice. Master of Astral. Where's this growth call of the wild? Or he can get the face lock and blink. What's better for you? You have quick phase. So I don't really know that blink is necessary. You don't really have anything good if someone is right up next to you, so... I don't know, face lock's not really good for you either. You know what? Maybe I'll just skip that. Stack some damage on him instead. Oh, Kremlo. Somebody needs to get this padded cloak. Bolster of resistance and defense. Not you, though. Not you. Phase Cloak is pretty good. Status immunity to frozen. No shielding plate. 1 defense. Yeah, let's give it to you. The Bounty of the Sea is ready. Doubles the base resources from coastal province improvements. I think let's cast that in Dawnwatch. To start. The capital. And we'll cast another one. Can I see how much that's giving me? Five food. Bounty of the Sea, based on production, 30. 30 draft. 5 gold. I don't know if that's actually pulling out so good for me, but we got remains. Denounce war between those two. That's not great. Rivalry between those two. That's positive for me. You guys are on Blackwall. You've taken Reg Hash. How's this rat feeling? Oh, you're in the void, so I can't even talk to you. But we can march right down here. We can actually block his Spelljammer as well as we take the city. And I think that's what we should do. We've got Safe Ward. We'll get Blackwall next turn. They only have a single giant defending this. Or they have a giant and a small army with them. But that's not an issue for these guys. And then we'll set them across to that outpost. And then I guess get ready to take Zahatur. This is going to be a whole other gamble for us, but I think once we take Blackwall, we'll be able to get the siege going here on Refuge. We should be able to vassalize them and then get out of this war. He's going to be too busy fighting in the south with Pink. This guy is a major threat. And Arachna doesn't like us either, but I'm not really super worried about her. I think we just, we march down here, we take this central land, and we let that sort of spike us up. Spike up our provinces as well. And I probably need to start spending some money expanding our governance caps. In fact, let's just grab one of those right now. So that we can get ready to take Zahatur. We should look for like a 5th city too. I mean, I could take that city ruin. I could burn down Blackwall and take that city ruin, but nah, we'll probably vassalize them. But let's do that next week. I think with these big wars done, with us kind of breaking these two places and taking Safe Ward, we finally made a consistent push forward. We've transformed into Negafrogs. You know, we've really become the Morays that we wanted to be. So I think it's the perfect place to leave it. That's exactly what we're going to do. Folks, thank you for joining us. It's a happy, beautiful Friday here on stream. On YouTube, it's probably, I don't know, Tuesday or something. But I hope you have yourselves a wonderful week. And I hope you come back and join us for the next episode. Until then, bye-bye.